you. She's running up and down the stairs. Callie, chill.
Back in Bold. This is Bold Perceptions, part 2 of our building metaverse business. Web3, NFT, sandbox. We're going virtual. We got our man here, Tommy Farr. Part 2. What are we talking about? We're talking about utility, because this is the big question. Everyone thinks the NFTs are JPEGs. There's nothing that matters in the real world. It's cool to have as your Twitter profile, which is real world still, because that's status and whatnot. But what is like utility in this metaverse, and especially for what you are building, the Metaverse Hospitality, because it's a hotel in the virtual world?
Yeah. So
hold on, Tommy. I had to bring the shades on for you, because last time you were wearing shades and I was giving you a little shit, but now we're in this together.
It's a thing now. It's a thing. They're making it a thing. I like it. I appreciate it. But yeah, utility is kind of what brings NFTs to popularity, really. I mean, are you going to right click and save, my Bored Ape and still have the utility that it has? No. I mean, that's what makes an NFT special. It's not just a JPEG, because there's utility tied behind it. So these right-click savers, that's pretty much like the main argument right there is, well, first off, can you sell it for $200,000? But second off, you can't get all the utility that's tied into it. And there's many ways to pretty much act on that utility. But we're going to start out, through the sandbox build, the 2 hotels in sandbox, having pretty much 2 different tiers, residents and guests, and then having utility tied both in real life and in the metaverse to holders. It's as simple as that. There's lots of things that may change as we move forward and get deeper within the project, but we have a grand picture that's, very aligned with real world hotels, pretty much.
Side note, I don't think we brought this up last episode, but didn't Nike buy the land right next to you?
Yeah, so Artifact Studios had a huge sellout of their NFTs. They had a huge drop. I think it was 20,000 NFTs sold out, and then Nike bought them up right afterwards. So obviously it was a deal in place beforehand and everything. But yeah, my hotel is right next to Bored Ape Yacht Club, and the other one now is right next to Nike. So that's pretty cool. It definitely helped us out a lot. And like I said in the previous episodes.
My fault. Wasn't Artifacts about like digital shoes, correct?
Mm-hmm. So that's how they started out.
Well, this is what I find fascinating. I'm gonna let you go into it after, but like this is what really kind of stuck in my head a couple months ago when someone said it was like Fortnite skins became hundreds and hundreds of millions dollar business selling like online video game skins, so you could look cool playing it. And that's basically what these like kind of NFTs are in the virtual world. And then like this artifact were virtual shoes for your NFT person, or when you go into the metaverse, correct?
Yeah. So wearables, metaverse wearables are going to be very, very popular. Pretty much clothing, accessories that you can throw on your avatar and, show it off in the metaverse. And that's definitely how Artifact started. Is they had virtual shoes, and they actually tied it into like, I don't know if you had to burn the NFT, but if you were a holder NFT, you had an option to get those shoes in real life too. And they've been building for a while now. They've had NFTs coming out for a long time, and then they just had this last project, Clone X, that obviously got Nike's attention, and from there, it got them bought out. And I think we're going to see a lot of companies that are truly succeeding go that route. Adidas actually they didn't buy out any companies, but they partnered with Bored Ape Yacht Club, as well as Pixel Vault, which is like the Punks comic. I think we've gone into that a little bit before, but these big companies are seeing the opportunity, and a few of them are taking different routes to join the metaverse. But when there's this much opportunity, when there's literally a company you can buy out that has been successful, why wouldn't you, when they have the capital to do it, when they have the team, when they have, everyone behind them that knows the potential of it, these big companies, they're going to be coming in more and more. It gets a little hate from the NFT community just because, it was
Mainstream
so, yeah, exactly. It was so niche before and
selling out.
such like a small group of people, but it needs to happen. For us to truly go mainstream, these big companies have to come in. We have to partner. We have to get everyone on the same page, to get, the entire world involved, really.
Well, I think it's really, I mean, similar to like streetwear and Supreme when they were the little brand, and then all of a sudden the bigger brands are copying, and now Nike and Adidas and all these people have athleisure. And you look at the Virgils, rest in peace to the Virgil. He started small, and then the big people swallow him up because they see the early adapters making it, and they make it mainstream. So, I mean, it's really similar to the whole that aspect of business,
Yeah, yeah.
the early adapters and then all those kind of people. Anyways, hotel. You're making the hotel in the metaverse. So how can this have utility, aka real world value?
So once we drop our NFTs, we're not going to release the details of the drop yet, but most likely we'll have some for auction and some for minting. There's going to be residents and guests, like I said before. And once you're a holder of either the resident or the guest NFT, you have utility within. And for residents, it's obviously going to be a higher tier. We're looking at like luxury. For my background's at St. Regis Atlanta, who has residencies, like the CEO of Coke, a few NBA superstars are residents at the St. Regis Atlanta, and, have pretty much anything and everything they need at their fingertips. And we want to have that same opportunity for our resident holders. You should have everything you need at your fingertips. What makes a hotel great, what truly makes a hotel between 4 stars and 5 stars, is anticipating the guest needs. So anything that we can, provide before the guest wants it, we're going to do so. When it comes to specific utility, we're thinking everything from coffee in the morning, maybe you need an espresso machine, to cleaning services once a month. We have lots of different options, from laundry service, therapist sessions, anything that like you can get as a resident to the hotel, we're going to make sure we have that offered as well. And then when we're talking about the guest side, it brings in the hotel a little bit more. So everything the hotel can offer, from a gym session, a yoga session, any blockchain classes, or any events. We're really going to give all of our holders opportunities to not only lead those classes and lead any seminars, lead any health classes they want to offer, but this is going to be all free for our holders. And before Sandbox is like fully developed, pretty much the vision is you will confirm your NFT through Sandbox, and then you can enter the conference room, or you can enter the yoga studio to practice, and then obviously just stream it and do it in real life. Before we have that all developed, there's Discord, and Discord is just for communities to engage with each other, but you can also tie in utility to Discord. So before Sandbox and everything is truly ready to go, which may be a little while, we're going to be able to offer the utility through Discord. So you can confirm you're an NFT holder through Discord, and then we'll send links to yoga classes, to a gym membership, to things
like around
that
the
you
states, right? Like this is
right
like not
around the world, so you can stream it from anywhere. Maybe your yoga teacher's from Colorado, but you're taking a sommelier class from someone in New York City. Maybe someone in Germany is teaching you how to speak German. So yeah, there's opportunities worldwide, but we want to offer classes that have a complete range and something new daily.
But like the laundry service and the espresso thing is sent like to your house where you're at, correct? Like that's actually not virtual, not on a laptop. That's I can touch it.
Right. Yeah. So I tied in both virtual and real world a little bit there. But yeah, so we want to make sure, a lot of people like to stay anonymous in this space, but we want to bring, the metaverse to the masses. If we want to bring it to the masses, like myself, I'm out there, who I am. We want to know who our holders are too. You can stay anonymous if you want, obviously, but you will have to provide some information for us to truly serve you. You know, you're going to get Christmas presents, you're going to get birthday presents, you're going to get all types of stuff that shows us that, or shows you that we care. You know, you're a resident of our hotel. It means your family. It means you live there. So we want to treat you like that.
Couple questions here. So, one, the sandbox thing, when it's first developed, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it like similar to GTA where you see your guy and you can walk him into your hotel and okay, we have the bar, we see like the virtual world. That's like the initial phase, right? And then after, we're hoping we have the thing where you actually go into it, right? Like Ready Player One. But is that the first step with Sandbox?
So the first step is you can currently walk around and utilize Sandbox just with your avatar, talk to people, but it's still in alpha mode, not even beta yet. It's alpha mode. So the long-term vision is Sandbox wants to have lots of games. So we're gonna have games within the hotel as well. We're gonna have, you know, it's gonna be a hangout, like a lobby bar, concierge on the floor, and you know that's gonna be the place where we want. If you're new to NFTs, if this is your first time in the metaverse, you know, come hang out at the lobby, at the bar, talk to the bartender for a little bit, get a, you know, hang on what's going on, and maybe take a tour with one of our managers, or you know, just sit down at the bar and learn from the bartender for a little bit. We're gonna have lots of opportunities in our lobby to engage everyone that's new to NFTs, pretty much. But yeah, long term, we want to be able to make it very, very exclusive. You know, your rooms will be private in the long term. The conferences will be private in the long term. But at the moment, you can't like shut the door and not let anybody in. It's not that advanced yet. And we don't have the games where you can, you know, earn. It's not, you know, USD, but play to earn games will be coming to Sandbox as well. And all those games will be free to our holders. Again, stuff that, you know, you'll be able to earn tokens for. You'll be have fun. You'll be able to hang out with the community. You know, there's lots of options to where the metaverse is going to go, in a vision that a lot of us, you know, that's why we're in it, because we see the vision of where it will be soon. But there's definitely some time to get there. Some advancement needs to happen to truly evolve the space.
Okay, big thing though. So this residency and then the guest tokens. I mean, the residency thing. I mean, all the ideas you have. That sounds like a lot of money. And if the person buys it, you know, they're holding the token, but where's all this money coming from to be able to supply people around the world with espresso machines, or you know, if I gotta, you know, send a maid to Guatemala or something, like how is this being afforded?
Yeah, so it's a big initial cost, for sure, and that's where the drop will help. We'll be reinvesting a lot of the money we earn from the NFT back into the community for things exactly like that. But there's also secondary sales. We will take a commission on secondary sales because of that reason. Because, you know, it will take a lot of effort to, you know, cancel subscriptions for one residency in Germany and move everything to a residence who lives in New York and has a completely different everything. You know, it's going to take a lot of money, yeah, and we will raise it through the NFT drops and evolve from there. There's some things I don't want to give away, but there's more that will happen after just obviously our sandbox and metaverse builds. Where we have big plans for the future, and it's not just, you know, one NFT drop that's going to get us the
The
money to
funding.
build.
Yeah, I mean, I know you can't. Well, I don't know what you can say, but so I mean, pitch some ideas of how you make money here. Okay, obviously sponsors, right? You get something in the hotel, it's sponsored by somebody, or if you walk to the hotel, you got to pay a $5 guest fee or some shit. But like, where are you going to be like able to get some of this money, as much as you can tell me, or where is the sandbox money coming from?
Yes, sponsorship is huge. You know, whether we have, like I say, once games coming into play, maybe we have a little baseball field and have a little home run derby, or I'm big into sports and fitness, so that's something that will definitely come into play. And we're not exactly sure how the play to earn mechanics are going to work for Sandbox yet, but You'll earn this token. You can swap this token for whatever USD. And when it comes to metaverse hospitality side of earning money, we will have a real world consulting services that will bring in the majority of our income monthly beyond NFT drops. So the one NFT drop that we're releasing is Sandbox. It's going to be two tiers, maybe 7,000 NFTs, maybe a little less, maybe a little more. We'll see. So that's a good chunk of change right there to get everything started. And then from there, we're consulting with hotels in the real world. We're consulting with restaurants, and we are moving on to the next drops. And that's where I'm not going to go into detail, but there's a few drops after this initial phase that will be a little bigger, in my opinion.
Okay, love it. Okay, what else for the layman to get across with like utility and bringing this virtual world like in my hands, so I can actually know I'm spending, all this fake internet money on something valuable. You know what I mean? Because everyone thinks it's like, what are you talking about? The JPEG thing. So like, what else can you tell me to break it in my head about real world utility?
So think about the masterclass of the metaverse. If you're familiar with masterclass, you can literally jump on the app and take a class and become a master at whatever that specific subject is, and sometimes a day, sometimes a little more than a day, if it's a series. But we want to be the masterclass of the metaverse. You can go to us for anything, and we have the community that, our holders go to yoga every day together. They wake up and are excited to start the day off with a yoga session in the metaverse, maybe followed by a gym session with a virtual trainer. There's options for all types of people. You don't have to be in fitness. Maybe you're into cooking. Maybe you're into the blockchain technology and you don't know much about it. We will have classes to help you with that. And of course, the community is a big side of it too.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that, dude. Like, that is so valuable for people. I think especially like these dudes in the 20s, the 30s, they're kind of looking for answers, how fast the world is changing. And I think that's why the NFT space and crypto blew up so fast, because all these people that are kind of lost or trying to figure out life like came together and like, oh wow, we're creating
sure.
something, we're seeing the future. And I think that gets lost in the sauce of how important a community is, which to me, I don't think there's much in the real world anymore unless you play in an organization. You have a regular job, unless you have gym bros. So I think that is a big utility aspect. I heard a funny thing. I think it was that FaZe Banks on that Mom's Basement I've sent to you a couple times.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, in a couple of years, you're at the club and some dude's going to have the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and like somehow someone's going to be able to see it, maybe with the glasses, or everyone just knows, and like that dude's getting laid. So if you have this thing on you, like all the girls like, oh my god, he's in the yacht club. Like it's status. It's really 100%. Status.
It's not only so the status part. It's cool for sure. It's nice, and like you said, you're not going to be looking at social media and checking out, like, oh, do they look normal? And so let's check out his wallet. Let's go look at his wallet and see what NFTs he's got. That's what the future is going to be for sure. But when we're talking about community, I've made more friends in the NFT space and more true connections since I've been in the community than like I have in my last fucking 10 years of life. Like it's people that have, the same mindset, that want to build out and grow this space, that, it's the connections that truly matter. And when a project succeeds, it's usually because of a strong community behind it. Bored Ape Yacht Club, obviously one of the strongest communities, and it exploded from there. But another thing I do want to touch on, where we are going to bring community together, bring everyone together through Culture City, is our nonprofit organization we're sponsored with, and they work with sensory inclusion. All types of children, adults that may be a little bit sensitive to noises, lights, things that just are extreme to the senses. We're going to make our Discord sensory inclusive, and we're going to make everything within the metaverse sensory inclusive. So this is
How am I
another
going to be
side
a
of
part
the.
of this? I'm too loud. Then I can't be a part of the Discord.
Yeah, no, it's going to be
Put a muzzle on me.
yeah, we'll put a mute on you and we'll let you in. But yeah, it's pretty much we want a place for everyone to feel like they're a part of the community. It's nothing more than that, really. It's you feel like you belong, and that's what's really going to make us successful.
Well, I mean, look, dude, like Minecraft, like not saying anything bad, but a lot of like the autistic people are really into Minecraft. It's a way for them to like get away and like whatever. I don't know the whole reasoning behind it, but it makes total sense that in Sandbox and in these virtual worlds, like these people will be really good at it. They really like it. This is like a safe space for them and whatnot. So I think it's a beautiful idea. I mean, it has to be done. Like this is like these kind of like people are really smart with this kind of stuff, and having them a part of that community can only grow it in certain ways, and maybe they help you out. I just watched the movie The Accountant the other day. It's a good
Yeah, yeah,
movie
yeah.
with this that he's a sensory thing, you know what I mean?
Ben
So
Affleck, right?
yeah, great
So
movie.
he was filming that movie when I was in Atlanta at the St. Regis, and that's when I met him. He stayed with
That
us for
was the
like
movie he
three.
was filming.
I'm
Really?
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it was The Accountant because it was right before Batman came out, and
Okay,
I
yeah.
think I'm almost positive there's a scene in the St. Regis in The Accountant. I'm pretty sure it's that movie.
Really?
Um,
That was it's a
yeah,
good movie. It's a little out there, but it's really good. It's a fun little movie. Check it out on Netflix if you guys are interested. But okay, awesome. Part 2, amazing utility. What real world stuff is all about. I think you got it through my head. You've been getting it through my head, but for everyone else who's not really sure about a virtual hotel, I think this was really really good. What do we got coming up? Obviously, at Metaverse Hospitality on Twitter, on Instagram. You can follow the progress. But what else is going on, Tommy?
yeah. So check us out on Twitter because we will be releasing the Discord on that very soon. The Discord will be in the bio once it is released. But that is the start of building the community. And not only we talk about the utility behind everything a lot, but what's going to be huge for us too is the artwork. It's going to be some sweet artwork, and hopefully we can announce that artist very soon. I'm working with pretty much 2 executive committee members right now, working on finalizing the details, and before the new year, hopefully we'll be able to announce the artist and the artistic direction we're going in with that.
Awesome. Okay. Till next time. Good to see you, Tommy, and keep rocking. Get some sleep. I saw your eyes without those shades on. You've been
I
working.
need to rest up a little bit, but it's worth it.
All right, guys. Live bold.